all the job related queries, and we'll be updating you about all the job market scenarios, how to apply, how you can achieve your goals in 2025. So some ground rules before we begin. Please be on mute for the entirety of the session. In case if you have not submitted your questions at first, you can still paste it in the chat window. We'll take the questions in the FIFO order, and please type Y in the chat once your question is answered. So please be remain muted because there are so many people joining in. So until and unless asked. So Govind, yeah, please share your screen. And now I am handing it over to our expert trainer Sunil. Good evening, all. Good evening. Good evening, Sunil.
Hey, hi Lalit, good evening. Hi everyone. Uh, Welcome to our special session on and we will start with the questions on the board first. And you can once you get answer to your question, please type yes in the chat window. Also, as Lalit mentioned, you can still ask questions, but remember this is only from the scope of workshop content. Anything outside cannot be discussed because that doesn't make sense, right? I will go with question number one. As VM public IP gets changed after every boot, how we can update the Jenkins IP address? Okay, that's a good question that you have started thinking ahead for next thing. In cloud machines, public IPs are ephemeral. They keep changing after reboot. But there are ways you can, in Google Cloud, we call it fixed IP. In AWS, we call it as elastic IP. So if you can always request or create a fixed IP that you can assign to your VM. In production scenarios, we do that. Okay, in that the when you do that, the IP will not change. So that's one way of doing it in production scenarios or in organizations because you don't want to change, right? Second will be adding a load balancer directly to your Jenkins configuration, something, right? So these all things can be done. There are multiple ways, but the most common thing is using a fixed IP or elastic IP to so that it doesn't change with reboot. But this is your lab thing you are learning here, and you don't because elastic IPs or fixed IPs cost money, so you will not be doing it here. But in organizations, we do actually this way. I hope that answers your question. I will move to next one. In the slave VM, okay, nice. So you are getting access denied exception. With what user you are trying to access your Jenkins? The problem here is you are trying to access home Ubuntu Jenkins directory, means Ubuntu home directory with your user, I believe. I don't have any screenshot from you, so I don't know what you're doing, but I'm 100% sure you are trying your user to start your slave or worker node, okay, worker agent, and that is having location of home Ubuntu. That is another user. So of course you will not have permission. So ideally, if you want to, either you can start agent in your home drive and change it to home your username dash Jenkins slash Jenkins, or you have to change to Ubuntu user as per the documents. Somewhere you are missing one step where we first switch to Ubuntu user before doing anything. Okay, try doing it, it will work. Okay, fine. I will go to question number three. See, always whenever you have a problem, double, triple check your runbook or videos. There is always something you are missing because the same documents are working since and we keep them updated. So there are hardly something, yeah, I'm not saying there are random changes to the products, steps, installation, versions, right? So sometimes steps might get outdated also, but most of the time we keep them updated and they are in sync with uh, the recent updates on the products. Okay, so if you see any kind of issues, double check what you are missing. Try to troubleshoot yourself. I will go to question number three. Explain in detail related to git rebase command used in live projects with examples. So git rebase and git merge, and there are more. Git fast forward, squashing. There are multiple ways to merge your changes from one branch to other, one commit to other. Okay, so there are different ways. It's all about merging changes from one source to other source or other target. But yes, because they are doing same thing but differently. Git merge also merges one branch to other but in a different way. The result will be same. You will have the content of one branch to other branch. That's that's what we want, right? So the content will be there from the source branch to target branch when you do merge. I'm talking about not git merge. I'm talking about any merge that you are doing. It can be git rebase, it can be git merge, it can be git fast forward, right? So content will be merged. That's for sure. So end result is same, but the thing is the approach is different. The how it works internally, that's different. Like if you read about git merge, it goes in detailed manner and it always creates a new commit out of the merge result, right? So whatever new content you are getting out of merging one branch to other, that will be created in a separate commit. Means it will be a new version. Commit means a new version, right? So that's one thing. Git merge always, and that's where if you do git log, you will see detailed history created and using git merge, right? You have a commit message there because you are creating a new commit. So you have to give a commit message also, or it will be automatically generated like merging this branch to other something something, right? So git merge always gives you detailed history, and it should be used actually when you want detailed history. And when you want detailed history, when you want something to be available for others to see, right? Means whatever changes you are doing, if they are significant enough that others should see, then you should go for git merge. A good example is merging your feature branch to master branch, because master branch will be accessed by everybody later. So whenever they are using your code, they must be able to see what you did there, who is the author. So these all history, these all audit trail should be there. So that's why whenever you are merging, that will be used by others. That's the thumb rule. Whenever you are merging one branch to other, that will be used by others. Go with git merge. But opposite to it, when you are merging for yourself, that will be used by you only. You know why you are merging. Then go with git rebase. That's a simple use case because git merge doesn't create detailed history, doesn't create big audit logging, doesn't create a new commit. Okay, so you are, because every commit when you create, it's a new version, and every new version is an overhead also, right? Agree? So why we want to create a new commit every time when we are just merging for myself? When you will be merging for yourself, suppose some developer already has new changes, he merged to master, correct? So when he merged to master, you want, while you are working on another feature branch, now you want to take those changes, correct? So this is a example where you want to merge for you only. In that case we use git rebase. So that's where it makes difference. Okay, I hope it is clear before I move to next one. So git rebase, when you want to merge for you, it is not going to impact anyone else. Nobody cares what you are doing, why you are merging. You are just taking some changes from one branch to other. And git merge when you want to merge in detailed manner, that will be used by others. And whenever we do in master, we merge to master or production branches, we always do merge. That's the reason. Question number 4. I've been working as a cloud operation engineer, want to get into DevOps, but every time I apply for DevOps, they consider my cloud operation experience for DevOps, as I've been working on handling infrastructure throughout my career and not on DevOps tools like. So, Stuti, you have to, do you have confidence that you can do DevOps? If you have confidence, then you have to show that confidence in your resume. And see, until you will think that you don't know DevOps, you are a cloud expert, then others will also see the same way. If you have confidence that you can do Jenkins, you can do containers, you can do Kubernetes, you can do Terraform, few DevOps tools, if you have confidence, okay, not all, even if you have 4 5 tools that you have confidence on, you can do at L2 L2 plus L3 level. That confidence you can show in your resume, because others will read your resume only. They don't know how much you know. So you can only, you see, you can start, I can tell you, okay, go and make your resume that I am expert of Kubernetes, Docker, Jenkins, I know everything. But I can say that. But if you mention that in your resume, that can backfire you as well. That depends how much you know. If you're not an expert and you are mentioning I'm expert of Kubernetes, that will not help you, right? That can backfire you, that you might get selected accidentally, but you will be having a lot of challenges working in the environment. And that's what interviewer also assessing in yourself. Whatever you are mentioning, they will be assessing you, right? And so you are, first of all, the first problem will be you have created your resume cloud oriented because you are comfortable in cloud, and DevOps is not visible as it should be. Okay, if you want to get into DevOps, your resume should show DevOps more. And if you are showing DevOps more, the interviewer will also ask DevOps more. So once they are asking you, you should also be able to answer those questions. You should know those things, scenarios, concepts, right? And that will only come with the knowledge and practice. So first, grab the knowledge, build that confidence, and then jump into interviews, because otherwise you will just keep getting into these situations, and that will be hard to make a switch for you in DevOps. Okay, more I will talk about it in second part of this session itself, as Lalit mentioned, when we talk about more learning towards getting desirable jobs, how you can, what will be the path to go there. We'll talk about it shortly. Fifth question is also similar. I don't have any coding knowledge. How do I get into DevOps knowledge in India? See, for knowledge in India or anywhere, knowledge is knowledge, right? So you have to first, you are asking, right? You have to get the knowledge, and how to get that knowledge, I will talk about it shortly. Meanwhile, I will just try to go to other questions in chat window. That's also about salary. Okay. So I think first part we are done. I can take a screen share and start with the second part. Okay. So, but before that, before I switch, I have one question for you. Why you all? We have 30 plus people today, around 40, and you will be all definitely from different background, different experiences, different skill set. But what is common today between us? DevOps. Correct? So, what facilitated you or what encouraged you to learn DevOps today? Please type your in the chat window. And I'm doing this for a reason. So, please mention one liner reason in the chat window what you are going to learn, why you are learning DevOps, and what you are going to do with it after learning DevOps. Please type this in the chat. Sorry, please type in the chat window your answer. Hurry up, please. That's the reason I'm doing it. Don't hesitate. Please mention. I see answers coming in. Okay, so like Pani says, I want to implement in current project. So you have project requirement. That's the reason. Learning CI/CD pipeline is Vinay's reason. Study says growth opportunity is more. Good one in DevOps. Okay, absolutely. Abhilash says career growth. Good one. Vamsi says present in book and want to shift in my domain. Okay, you want to shift to DevOps. Okay, good one. That's the most common reason people learn DevOps. Jagdeep, curiosity. Okay, that's also good. You want to understand DevOps before moving into it or before using it. Hitesh says for better package and security. Good one. DevOps, of course, offers that. Prakash says for a good career. Pooja says switch my current profile. Nihar says technical knowledge with less coding. Okay, that's a good one actually. And the correct about DevOps, less coding. Okay, that's important thing. You come from any background, you can learn DevOps. You don't need any. There are some myths. You need to know Python, you need to know cloud, you need to know shell scripting, you need to know development. That's all myth. To start with DevOps, you can start anytime and from any skill set. No, not only less, no coding knowledge required. Jayashri says career growth. Vamsi says present. It's in boom right now. Okay, one. Anbarasi says for knowledge sake. What is what? Okay. Upgrading my skill set. Satish says. Raj Rama says upskilling high salary. Sanjay says I'm IoT developer for this DevOps. Very much helpful for digital transformation journey and my career too. Nice. So that also says how DevOps can be useful in your IoT, right? Good one. Pursue better career opportunity aligned with new technology with better package. Vani says I'm DB. I'm learning DevOps to know how to automate DB using the DevOps tool. Good one, actually. You see, that goes into DBOps, right? Somewhere. How you can automate your database things. Vimesh says upskilling. Giri says it is being used in project and but don't have understanding as I'm not involved in DevOps and wanted to understand. So you see, you want to understand how others are working in DevOps. That's why you're learning DevOps today. Rajrama says switch to DevOps. Vishal says requirement for project. Better salary, Ocean says. Sasi Rekha says upskilling. Sanjuka says we will switch to DevOps. Vimesh says switch to DevOps. And someone is user. Okay, we all are user, but I don't know your name. Want to change career path with a strong NG. What is NG? Technical skills. New generation maybe. Okay, great. So thank you all for posting your answers. And you see, we are all coming from different background, and we are. But common thing is we are learning DevOps today, but our reasons are also different. So what I wanted to show you here, this question you just answered, right? You all answered why you are learning DevOps today, and you all have different reasons. Some of you need to learn DevOps for project requirements. Some of you want to make career into it, right? So this, if I classify your reasons, some of you want to use DevOps as your primary skill set. Some of you, and the second one is some of you want to use as a secondary skill set. Correct? So both way you can see. First of all, it is what this exercise shows. We come from different background, but DevOps is useful for all of us. Means DevOps is everywhere. In DB you mentioned, in IoT you mentioned, in development we already know, in security we already know DevSecOps. In AI ML we already see AI Ops, ML Ops, SaaS Ops we see for system application and softwares, NetOps, DevNetOps we see, right? So different branches, different usage, different approaches, but what makes DevOps everywhere? The thing about automation, correct? And so DevOps is everywhere, and we all can learn DevOps to make us part of our skill set. And making it part of our skill set is always going to add value as a primary skill set or as a secondary skill set as well. So if you have seen the logo of DevOps, what it is? Dev plus Ops. But it is also one more thing, infinite. DevOps logo itself says I'm infinite. Infinite in terms of IT. So whatever you are doing today in IT, DevOps is useful for you, and that's what you just answered. If I would have said that, you might be agreeing or not, but you yourself said, I'm DBA, I'm a IoT developer, I'm a project manager, I'm Scrum Master, I'm tester, I'm whatever. Oh, I'm this, that, right? So DevOps is useful for me. So this says DevOps is useful for everybody. Some of you might want to use as a primary skill set, and some of you might want to use it as a secondary skill set. So any job you open today, 90% of job in IT, whether you go for development job, data science, data warehousing, cloud, you will definitely find 4 or 5 DevOps tools mentioned there. That's the scope of DevOps today, right? And cloud, of course, equally cloud is also important there. But there is one more myth. People think, first of all, I mentioned you, no DevOps, no development knowledge required for DevOps. Similarly, no cloud knowledge also required for DevOps. DevOps equally works in both places. It's all about automation. So if you have on-prem infrastructure platform, DevOps will be equally used there. If you have cloud, any cloud, DevOps is equally important there. Okay, in my company, we have 80% on-prem. We are doing full DevOps there. You can't even imagine what we are doing. We are doing next level things here. We are using around, we started with, we have core, of course, core DevOps tools, 8, 10, 20 that we call, and we have 20, 30 more tools top of it. We are using 20% cloud. This year we will be going, we will be sharing, we will be moving around 40% to cloud. So these things will keep happening. The only thing will not change the way DevOps is doing. We are doing DevOps, right? We want to use same DevOps practices in cloud as well as on-prem. So that's where I always say, if you have cloud knowledge, that always adds good to you, your profile, okay, with DevOps. But DevOps alone can get you a lot of jobs and opportunities. And that's where if you have any reason, whatever reasons you mentioned in the chat window, the first step you have to do, upskill. And that's the good news. You already started upskilling on DevOps, right? So we all know that we have to, some of you answered also, we want to learn new generation technology. We want to sustain in the market. Okay. And to sustain in the market, we all need to keep learning. The learning never stops, right? Because innovation never stops. Market keeps changing. Anything will not stay for years. Okay, after few years, we will see something more. DevOps will also change, right? DevOps has also changed in last 10 years, 15 years. The way it started, it has changed a lot, right? Cloud has changed a lot. So everything will keep changing. And with that change, we all need to keep upskilling. So that's one thing we know. Okay. And because of this, I also told you DevOps resources are required everywhere. In every team, people need DevOps. In every company, people need DevOps engineers. Not in India, all around the globe, you are needed. I mean, if you see that DevOps opportunities are too, requirements are too big, that their supply is lesser. Minimum salary, there are too many DevOps jobs which are not getting even filled. So they are offering you minimum 1 lakh salary per month. So if you have DevOps like skill set in your hand, good in hand salary will automatically come to you. Okay. So learning DevOps always gets you guaranteed minimum salary of 1 lakh plus per month, and you can go to up to 2 lakhs, 3 lakhs per month as well, beyond that as well. Okay, that's uh, that's happening already, and you might be knowing that. And then the second is, the second important thing is, or even we can say first, this is the foremost important thing: job security. We can survive with lesser package, but we have to keep working, right? So that becomes the most important thing: job security. And in the last 2 3 years of recession, we see recession is going on all around the world. We don't know where it will, when it will end. Recession has a lot of impact on a lot of IT jobs, or a lot of fields as well. But if you see, in one of my previous company also, they are laying off 200 to 500 people every quarter. In July, last July, they removed 2500 people. In December, they removed 1000 plus people. But one thing they have not done, they have not removed any DevOps engineers. No DevOps engineer have been fired from my last company, and other companies. I'm also seeing the trend. They are still hiring DevOps people, and they are firing others because they know one DevOps engineer can introduce efficient way of working and help removing lot of cost and resources. And these resources can be people resources also. So DevOps engineers are doing their job. They are optimizing the work, they are saving everything, and that's why they are the first requirement for any company. So you can see that you either can be here, you can be here. Okay, and this side is always secure. So DevOps is one of the skill set that gives you best job security today. So if you have this skill set, the most two important things: better job salary, better in hand salary, and better job security, both comes together with DevOps. And there are a few more things I will talk about, right? There are a few buzzwords, right? We know cloud is also important, and if you have these things together, they will always make you a stronger profile. We have a lot of opportunities. I also want to share you some data around it. Our Naukri.com is a favorite portal, right? For jobs, we go there. LinkedIn, we go. So on Naukri.com itself, we found more than 20,000 job posts are looking for DevOps professionals in today's state. I say job post, not jobs, and that is Indian locations only. Means every job post may be looking for 1 to 10 professionals. They might be building a whole new team. 1%, 2%, 4%, 5%, 10%, right? And Naukri.com is not the only one. We have LinkedIn, Indeed, Glassdoor, uh, many portals are there, Shine, right? If you go and sum up total job requirement for DevOps engineers as a primary or secondary skill set, you will find more than 80 to 90,000 job posts are looking for DevOps engineers, which is close to 30%, 30-40% of total IT jobs in India. Means if you know DevOps, there are ample of opportunities, and they are in too big numbers that current resources in DevOps are not able to even fill it. Resources are lesser and requirements are huge. And this demand and supply gap is creating a lot of opportunities for you. Simple economics, right? If you have huge demand and supply is less, the resources become costly, and that's where you can see DevOps resources are earning minimum 1 lakh salary per month in hand. You can also be one of them. The good news is you already started with it, but the only thing is what Stuti mentioned today, the confidence. I want to get hired as a DevOps engineer, but somewhere I'm not ready. So that readiness will only come when you have knowledge in DevOps and DevOps tools up to L2 plus L3 level of knowledge. So we helped you starting as a L1 level course. We can also as a cloud train help you going towards L3 level. How? I will talk about it shortly. But if you can reach there by your own or with the help of cloud train or with the help of other means, you can go for immediately 100 to 200% hike. So suppose your package is 10 lakh, you can get your first offer in DevOps with minimum 20 lakhs package. And with good notice period to serve in India, if you can do this, you can also use your notice period to reach 200% hike means 30 lakhs package as well. So suppose you got your first offer with 20 lakhs, you resigned, you activated your profile serving notice period. The moment you do this, you will see you will start getting 10, 15, 20 recruiters calling you every week. And by this, you will have more interviews that will be giving every day, every week, multiple times a week. And by that, in next 10, 15 days, you will crack one more offer, which will be of course bigger than previous one. Following the same trend at the end of your notice period, you will go towards 200% hike or more even. We have seen people going beyond this as well. But suppose this is the best case, you might reach here, you might reach here not. But in worst to worst case, you are going to reach here 25 lakhs package. Even if you see in worst to worst case, you are not going to get lesser than 150% hike, which is a big deal, right? 10 to 25 lakhs package, 150% hike is a big growth. And we know many examples we have who have availed this growth. We have a lot of examples from CloudTrain family itself. We have lot of example from our surrounding, from our colleagues. You also have many examples. That's why you are here today, right? I will just mention few of them. This example, this person was 3 year in some other profile, I think QA or something. He joined our course and he started with DevOps at the package of 16 lakhs, right? It was his first package in DevOps. He was already 3 year experienced person, and then he after 1 year only he made a switch and he switched to 32 lakhs package by availing multiple offers in hand. This is one example from our cloud train itself. Okay, so if you see 3 year experienced person earning 32 lakhs package is something big, right? He already reached up to 2 lakhs in hand salary per month. If a 3 year experienced person can do that, why we can't do that? We can also do that better than this, right? We have to think upon. We are just not thinking around it. If we can think, we can also do. One example, this person was also a fresher who joined our DevOps course. This example is for fresher, right? And this also tells a lot of people come and join us and say, okay, I'm a fresher. How I can start with DevOps? So as a fresher, you have to start with something. Why not DevOps, which is in huge demand in the market? What is stopping you do that? This person did that, and he started with the DevOps knowledge. He also had some cloud knowledge. Okay, with that mixture, he started with some company, and with I think somewhere 5 6 lakh package, and in 1 year only he managed to crack. Sorry, yeah, I started with 10 lakhs, and in 1 year only he managed to crack an offer of 25 lakhs from Gurgaon. So you can see how much is the growth. Here is 100% hike, right? Here you can see 150% hike. These things are happening. One example for people, and you can see how much he would have learned in 1 year. You don't need to be expert in anything, right? Nobody is expert. There's always a lot of scope of learning. Whatever we are doing from since years, database, IoT, whatever we are doing. We have 3 year experience, we have 5 year experience, 10 year experience. If I ask you, do you know 100% of the things you are doing? Java, IoT, whatever you are doing. Nobody can claim that. I even cannot claim I know 100% of DevOps. So we only know 20 30% of the things that we do on daily basis. That is needed from us. And that's the magic trick that can help us succeed in DevOps also. We only need to know 20 30% of knowledge of the tools that are needed in DevOps to crack the job market. We need to show that confidence that I know this much in containers, I know this much in All generic scenarios, all popular scenarios. If we know that, we can easily crack interviews. And they are actually to make you learn that 20, 20, 30%, their cloud train expertise can help you, right? So these things we made these examples that you see here, we help them with the right content to get the right growth. One example for people I will share from my surrounding. People think I'm already 5 year, 10 year experience, 15 year experience. How can I switch now? To switch to DevOps, there is no foundation. You can switch to DevOps anytime, and there is no prerequisites. And the best part with DevOps is your current experience also gets added. Okay, because in DevOps you are not doing new things. You are doing things efficiently. So even I switched to DevOps and I was already 8 plus year experience. I'm 17 years in IT now. 8 plus years I'm doing DevOps, cloud, these things, right? So that's one thing. I also switched and it was good. But I will share a recent example. One of my colleague who is 13 year experience, he managed to grab an offer of 59 lakhs from Bangalore company. 59 lakhs, and that's to permanent work from home. He is sitting in Haryana and working for this company remotely and earning 3.5 plus lakh salary in hand per month. And I tell you, when he switched to DevOps, he was already 9 year experience. In 3 years, you can see his growth exponential. One example from my previous company, one of my junior, he was having 8 year experience. He managed to grab an offer of 60 lakhs from SAP Bangalore. He joined there in October last year. So this is his package. One of my previous company, DevOps architect, he managed to grab an offer of 1 CR. And he joined F5 Bangalore on this package plus stocks in December 2024. So these are I can keep discussing many examples. Even from Cloud Train recently, we know one of the candidate who got 40 lakhs package after finishing this training. He was able to crack multiple offers, and the biggest one was 40 lakhs. And he was around I think 8 or 10 years experienced. Lalit knows more about it, but let's not go into it. There are many success stories. We can keep bragging about it, but it only matters when we have success for ourselves, right? And that's what we have to make. But always it's not about package only in DevOps. Of course it matters, but we all want better work-life balance, peaceful work environment, no shifts, no on-call, no weekends, and these all are possible in DevOps. I'm not saying there is nothing like DevOps, but DevOps is the one of them that can give you all together, right? So think about it. And the good part thing is whatever you have started, let's take it towards next level so that we can utilize it at full capacity. We will only see the full benefit of knowing DevOps and other stuff when we have good knowledge around it. Half knowledge will never help you, right? And with that same concept, 15,000 approach, with that same approach, 15,000 plus joined us, trainees joined us, and we were able to help them moving, learning the right content and moving their career at the level they wanted, into the skills that they wanted. So before I move further to the content, how we can learn more up to L2, L2, L3 level of knowledge in DevOps, let me ask you my second question. What do you think are the three most demanded technologies in IT today? Bhavna, you will get interview calls. Demand is so huge in DevOps that nobody will see your gap. If you can justify the knowledge that you are showing in Dev, again, I am telling you, people need DevOps engineers. People need DevOps candidate, but with the right knowledge. If you are fake, nobody will hire you. If you have right knowledge, any gap will never matter. Not only for DevOps, anything. If you have the right knowledge, hiring will always happen. Okay, so don't think about it, just think about preparing for it. Okay, and okay, so I see my first answer. Roshan says AI Cloud DevOps, good one. Hitesh says Python Cloud AI, okay, nice. Vinay says ServiceNow, machine learning and cloud and DevOps, okay. Terraform containers and orchestration. These all are DevOps only, Stuti. Abhilash says AI plus DevOps. Deepak says AI, Python data engineering. Okay, good that you have started thinking around it. Anything else? DevOps plus AI. Raj Rama says. Okay, thank you all for all your answers. And most of you have answered AI DevOps, right? Some of you have mentioned cloud, some of you have mentioned data analytics. But remember, when I'm talking about the skill sets here, technologies here, I'm talking about technologies for everybody, which where everybody can switch. So that I did not mention, but I wanted to hear from you. So the thing is, not everybody can go to data science, right? Not everybody can go to cybersecurity. There are a lot of certifications required to go to security, cybersecurity field, right? That's not easy. And you need to have security mindset to go to security thing, right? That's one thing. But yes, these all things that you mentioned, data analytics, data science, cybersecurity, they are all having good scope in the market. But when we talk about the things that everybody can go, then the first thing I'm mentioning since the start, it's DevOps. Second, cloud. Cloud also everybody can go. I have seen many developers even going to cloud because they are tired of doing development, debugging, troubleshooting. Right? Developers have very tough life. They have deadlines. They are developing. They have developed new things. A lot of brain and logic required. Of course, that's a good profile, but I have seen developers getting tired. Some move to Scrum Master role. Some move to DevOps role. Some move to cloud role. These things are happening. So cloud is also an area where people can easily switch. Cloud is easy, and cloud has everything nowadays, right? For development also you have part in cloud. For DevOps you have part in cloud. Cloud does everything today. It's actually whole thing. For crypto also you have, blockchain also you have it. It has data warehousing, data science, everything is there. The third important thing is AI everywhere today. See, I'm not talking you to become an AI developer. That's a separate story. You need to know development in Python, Golang, and all these things, right? But you need to be smart enough to use AI today. That's most important thing. Even this Zoom meeting that we are in has AI assistant. Even your Android phone has Gemini as Android assistant, AI assistant. Your office in my company, we in my office in my teams we have Copilot integrated, right? So we are able to even whenever something we don't know, we ask Copilot and we get the help. So what I'm trying to emphasize is using AI is something most needed thing today. People are there. A lot of development has been done in AI. The whole thing is how we can utilize it. So when we talk about the three important things here, we can learn what are containers, what is Kubernetes, but we can also use AI, our AI chatbot, Chat GPT, Gemini, or whatever we have, to just ask, okay, how can I write a Kubernetes YAML to deploy Nginx or a LAMP stack? Trust me, you will get the whole code here. That's a smart thing, right? But AI won't tell you the concept. It can tell you the concept, but concept you should know. So that's where we talk about having a learning curriculum where we can get these three things together: cloud, DevOps, and AI. Again, I'm telling you, this is not about developing AI, this is about using AI for your day-to-day work in cloud and DevOps. And that's where we talk about a curriculum, a strong curriculum that can take you there. So let me see how many of you are willing to learn these three skill sets to make your resume stronger and start becoming available for a lot of opportunities that are already available in the market. Please type yes in the chat window and then I will reveal you what course I am talking about. I see responses coming in. Roshan says yes, Vinod says yes, Vamsi says yes. Okay, I see a lot of responses now. Thank you all for your responses. I can see still. Great. So if you are ready, that's amazing, right? I see a lot of yes. That means you are ready. And if you are ready, we are always ready. We have a very good course which we are going to talk about. I will talk about two curriculums in one course. One is DevOps with AI, this one, and the other one I will talk about cloud. And both together create a strong curriculum where we talk about all cloud, DevOps tools, and AI, right? And this is what you can see. This is how so your workshop is recorded one, right? How this training will happen. This is going to be a big training, big learning program where you will get all the classes live. You will get a trainer like me or someone who will be teaching you in live online classes. All classes will be happening through a trainer directly online where you can ask questions, doubt directly to him and resolve them out right away. Second, whatever materials we are referring in terms of PPTs, hands-on document, GitHub repos, everything will be given to you at the end of every session every day. So all material will be given to you for lifetime access. Third, recordings, live sessions are good, but they will happen only once. What if you want to see what trainer was telling that time? For that purpose, we record every session, live session, and we give you recording as well for future reference. And these all materials are given to you for lifetime access. Then practice is must. I am always telling you, wherever you learn, whatever you learn in the interview, the only one thing will matter is your confidence. How confidently you can answer something, even if you know it or if you don't know it. It's all about what you show there. And the confidence that I'm talking about will only come by practicing the stuff. And that stuff we all provide you here in terms of lot of assignments till basic, from basic till advanced level, and lot of live projects that we do. In DevOps itself, we are going to do 15 plus projects, live projects, and one capstone end-to-end CI/CD pipeline. And we also do around 10 projects in cloud. So that's where we are going to do 25 plus projects to have this confidence till the level we need, right? And again, the more you practice, the more you attempt, the more you see. Nobody, we will give you a lot of scenarios to practice, but you can start building your own scenarios also. That's the level we will talk about in our sessions, right? And then once you are doing the things, you will have a lot of questions and doubts. So we are meeting in sessions every day, right? In live sessions. So every day will be live Q&A. First 15-20 minutes we will keep for your previous session questions and queries. We sort them out and then we start new topic. Okay, so that's how. Yeah. And then when you learn with Cloud Train, you have a lot of benefits. I will talk about two exceptional benefits here. First, you will be learning from real DevOps professionals here. We are DevOps professionals up to architect level or similar. And when we are doing everything in live environment. We are troubleshooting, we are implementing new tools, we are designing, we are architecting, and we know how the things are working in real scenarios, what are the real problems, challenges, and how we solve them day-to-day activities. So when we are teaching you in live classes, we are covering these things from live scenario perspective, from company perspective, from production perspective. But so that is already we are transferring to you directly in terms of right knowledge. But when you are learning with others, other places, they mostly have full-time trainers. I'm not telling full-time trainers are not good, but they seriously lack the practical knowledge, production, troubleshooting, implementation knowledge, right? I hope you understand. Not about DevOps, any training you go for. That's where that's the main first difference that you get from us. The biggest benefit, you are learning from real DevOps professionals, not full-time trainers. Second, because of same reason, we are also part of a lot of hiring and interview process. And that's where you see when we are teaching you in live classes, we are also discussing around every topic we cover live. We cover live scenarios, questions, different scenarios, what can come from every topic. And that's where we are starting interview preparation also from day one itself. While other places, if you go, they will give you a separate package. They will sell you a separate package for interview preparation. But we are not like that. We understand your interview preparation is directly proportional to the knowledge that you have. And that's what we focus from day one itself. So there are two special benefits. At the end, we take your assessment to see how much ready you are for the market. And then we complete this course. The overview I'm talking about all three things: DevOps, cloud, and AI curriculum total. So if I talk about DevOps now only, we are going to cover 22 plus tools here. That's huge now, right? Now you can see the depth of this training. 22 plus tools. Some tools that you see on my screen, they are the core, they are the major tools you must focus on. Plus, we will be discussing about 8-10 tools that we will be good to have. Okay. So some people ask us, okay, how we can learn 22 plus tools in just one class or one session, one training. It will be too much. It's not too much. First, focus on the core tools that you can see on my screen now, and whatever hold DevOps learning package. We don't want to leave anything that you might see in your next profile and you say, okay, I did not learn it from Cloud Train. Okay, so we are trying to give you as much we can do in the right amount of time. We are not trying to overburden you. Okay, this is the right knowledge in right amount of time, and that's how we have planned everything in 11 modules. The first module, there's a problem with the numbering here, so ignore that. The first module, we start with two things: infrastructure overview, introduction to DevOps. In infrastructure overview itself, we cover three things. Of course, we have separate session on cloud, but in the DevOps session also, we are going to talk about small things about introductory things about AWS and GCP cloud. Why? Because we want you to do all the labs going forward in one of the cloud platform. You need infrastructure, VMs, right? For that purpose, we will give you introductory knowledge on cloud, basics, architecture, terminologies. Then we will help you setting up your free tier account, log into your management console, exploring services, creating VMs, learning to log into those VMs, and then creating firewall rules. These things we cover from both cloud perspective. The idea is you pick one of them and do your all the labs going forward on your chosen platform. Third thing is Linux knowledge. I told you cloud and Linux are not mandatory for DevOps people, but as the market see you, it's good to have, especially Linux. Having small Linux knowledge is always good to have because you will be checking logs, you will be checking files, right? So on Linux machines. So you should know small Linux commands, right? And for that purpose, we are covering, you can see that we are covering optional prerequisites as well. They are completely optional, but we still cover them. So we cover basic Linux for you here additionally, and that's in the infrastructure overview. And then with the second part of module one, we start actual DevOps training here. Second module is all about version control system. There we talk about Git end to end. Here, this is advanced training. Here we will talk about everything about different merge strategies, merge conflicts, Git flow workflow, branch protection rules, forking, collaboration. From basic till advanced, we will cover everything around Git in detail. Plus, we will also cover GitHub in detail. Now you can say, okay, GitHub was covered in your workshop also. That was just tip of the iceberg. We just covered GitHub from remote repo perspective. But do you know GitHub has its own complete DevOps? You might have heard of Azure DevOps. There is something similar to Azure DevOps. We call it GitHub DevOps, and they run in parallel. Both are owned by Microsoft. Microsoft acquired GitHub in 2018. Since then, they are developing GitHub DevOps and Azure DevOps in parallel. So whatever you see in Azure DevOps, you will find in GitHub DevOps also. Both use YAML syntaxes for pipelines. Both have similar add-ons. Okay, so we are not doing Azure DevOps here, but we do GitHub DevOps here. Additionally, that's why we counted 11. Rama, what you are doing? If you want to paint here, I can stop 5 minutes and you can paint on the board. This doesn't look professional. We are trying to grab some important knowledge, and please don't do it. So I was talking about GitHub DevOps, and here we talk about how you can use GitHub DevOps to create pipelines using GitHub Actions. So if you have GitHub, you know it is a complete DevOps tool. You can do pipelines here, you can do agile planning here, you can do documentation here, you can do secret code scanning, lot of things you can do here. It's all in GitHub. That's what we learn here. Then this is your day, or you can say week one. Week two is all about containers week. And there we talk about first day, we talk about containers, basics. We talk about concepts about virtualization, containerization, technology behind containerization, managing life cycle of containers with Docker installation, configuration, resource management. Okay. Then we start writing our own images with Docker file, Docker commits. And after that, once we have our own images, we need a repository to store our images. And that's where we learn Docker Hub. We covered Docker Hub in detail, that's in plus already. Then second session on containers is more advanced. Container networking, container storage, volumes, bind mounts, linking of containers. And when we know linking of containers, we know multi-container environment, we are going to talk about microservices. We also learn, once we know microservices, we learn different tools to implement microservices. One is Docker Compose, then we have Docker Swarm, which is a container orchestration tool from Docker. Then we have biggest container orchestration tool, Kubernetes. You might have heard about it, right? It's part of your workshop in a minimal format. But here we are going to learn Kubernetes in detail, but that will be done here on fifth week. Okay, so that's where you see we are going to do Kubernetes in detail, but we are going to do in two parts. On-prem Kubernetes we will do in detail, and we will also do one cloud managed Kubernetes flavor. Both are not very different, but to make you understand, every cloud has today cloud managed Kubernetes. They have cloud managed container services also. So they are not very different. Kubernetes is same everywhere. And to make you understand that, we are going to do both of the flavors, cloud and on-prem. And to manage your Kubernetes YAML manifest, Ansible playbooks, Compose YAMLs, GitHub action pipelines, you need to have YAML JSON knowledge that we also cover separately. Then third week is all about configuration management. We talk about Puppet and Ansible. Why two tools? Because there are two approaches you can do configuration management, pull and push. To make you understand both of them, we have two tools to learn here. Then fourth week is all about Selenium and Jenkins. With Selenium, we are also going to learn TestNG and Maven. But all these three are not DevOps tools. You might know that, right? They are all, these two are, of course, automated testing framework, and this is used to automate Java build packaging process. Why we are learning these three things? Because we will need to have automated testing to implement continuous testing in Jenkins CI/CD end-to-end pipeline. So this is not important for us, but we learn a bit around automated testing. That's just for additional learning to have our Jenkins pipeline end-to-end implemented. And in Jenkins session, we're going to do everything in detail. We are going to learn all kind of installation. Right now, you are just doing VM-based installation, right, in your workshop. But Jenkins can be installed equally on containers and Kubernetes. And let me tell you, Jenkins installation on Kubernetes is most popular today. In my organization, we have every team having their own Jenkins, and they're all running on Kubernetes in separate namespaces in the same cluster. Amazing, right? These are the things that we will learn here. And we will also learn offline installation of Jenkins, right? Second, same thing we will be doing plugins management. Right now you're doing online plugin management, but there are different ways to do offline packaging. This is all we learn here. Then manage Jenkins. In manage Jenkins, you install Jenkins, right? You will see 17, 18 options are there. We learn all of them in detail, including security, metrics-based security, LDAP, Active Directory integration, CLIs. We learn command line also. And then we learn worker agent or nodes management in different ways. Right now, you are doing just VM based node on WebSocket, but it can be a container or Kubernetes based pod agent as well. All possible. We learn around it, and then we start writing our own jobs. We start learning it with freestyle jobs. We learn auto triggering of jobs with different ways, one job triggering other, auto triggering, cron based triggering, GitHub webhook triggering, and then we learn groovy and different kind of pipelines, declarative, scripted, build. And at the end of the session, we create our own end-to-end CI/CD pipeline. That's huge, right? And on the fifth week, we do Kubernetes, monitoring, Terraform. And then if you see monitoring, we have Prometheus and Grafana here, which is a modern stack of monitoring, right? We are doing it here. And then we are also doing Terraform, which is biggest infrastructure as a code tool today. If you know Terraform, you can manage 4,000 plus tools and platform alone. And companies know it. That's why they are looking for DevOps engineer with Terraform knowledge, right? And then we are also covering multiple tools, AI tools that can help you with your DevOps day-to-day work. The most important one is, the most popular one is GitHub Copilot. Why it is popular? It can integrate with your VS Code, it can integrate with different IDEs, and it can help you on the go. So that's the most popular one. We are going to cover it with demo and detailing and all. Also, we are going to cover ChatGPT, adding it to VS Code, and also AI is just not about DevOps. It can help you with documentation also. We are going to cover two tools, that AI tools that can help you with documentation, Eraser and Otter. And also we are going to cover one AI tool to help you with security, that is Snyk. So these are all popular everybody, right? So this is our part of DevOps with AI. And then this is our curriculum for cloud, right? So here we are spending around 5 weeks for live classes for DevOps curriculum, and then we are going to spend 5 weeks on AWS curriculum. And here you can see all the topics that we are going to cover. Here, this curriculum talks about everything that we cover in AWS, and that's end-to-end coverage of AWS cloud in detail. So this is going to make you expert by giving you right knowledge in both DevOps and cloud in total, and using AI to help you better in day-to-day activities with 5 different examples, the most popular ones, right? So that's the whole curriculum you can see to give you live classes in total 10 weeks. Plus, we will keep 4 weeks or yes, 10 weeks we will be spending in our live classes, and then we'll be spending around 6 weeks in our other stuff, projects, assessments, and assignments and all. So total, you are going to spend 16 weeks with us, 4 months total in short. With the same curriculum, we were able to help our trainees. I gave you few examples in the starting also, and there are more examples. There are many actually. We can put few of them only here. They are testimonials, which automatically talks about their success stories, right? So I told you, if you are ready, we are always ready. We are starting a new batch, weekend morning batch on 7th of June, this weekend only. So the good thing is you don't need to wait. You can, and also the bad thing is seats are almost full because we are already on the start of this new batch. So 7 June, Saturday, Sunday, it was going every Saturday, Sunday, starting from 7 June, it will be a weekend morning batch. Timings will be 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. every Saturday and Sunday. So every session from here you can sense going to be 4 hours per day. Concluding to, I told you 10 weeks means 20 classes will be there, concluding to 80 hours of live sessions. Plus I told you 40 hours of practice sessions like assessment, projects, assignments and all. In short, you are going to spend total 4 months together or 120 hours with us to gain the full benefit of this training program. Huge, right? So I shared with you curriculum, timing, benefits, everything. Now is the time for offers and fees. But before I go there, we have two additional enrollments that can help you further. One is FlexiPass. Under this facility, generally you pay for any batch anywhere and you can attend that batch once only. But under Cloud Train, we have a very good, a very special facility, FlexiPass, under which you can pay for one batch, but you can attend as many number of live batches throughout your life. First batch, second batch, third batch, next year, next to next year, any number of time you can join that batch. In this case, this Cloud DevOps AI batch, lifetime free, multiple times. Okay, just by paying one time fees. And people use this benefit also. Suppose in live classes you miss some classes, possible 20 classes, sometimes you might not be able to attend. For missing classes we automatically give you recording and content, everything. But what people do, they come in next batch to just revisit the content, cover the missing classes. They come in future to just revise. These are all possible benefits of having this. Second is job assistance. If you opted for this facility, at the end of this training, we help you creating resumes as per market standard, preparing for interviews, and a lot more. So these two benefits are good, but they are not free because they require our additional effort, time, and resources. So you have to pay additional amount to enroll for each of them. But as our first offer, I told you we are going towards our offer. Our first offer says you are CloudTrain family, and if you grab this course right away, of course, there is no more time available. After 2 days, we are starting new batch. This batch starts. So if you book this course right away, you are going to pay zero additional amount to enroll these two things. They will come for free. This is our first offer. Our biggest offer is still waiting for you on the next slide. But before that, let me tell you the fees. So what do you think? 4 months of training program, 120 hours of learning, 22 plus DevOps tools and whole AWS curriculum, and with AI, most popular 5 AI tools. It's gonna be a very significant curriculum to cover, and it will be a very significant milestone in your learning program. With this, if you try to find similar course outside, it will be really hard to find. Trust me. But even if you can find it, you will end up paying 1 lakh plus fees from your pocket. But don't run away. This is not our fees. Our fee structure is very genuine. We are not even charging one third from you out of it. Our fee structure is, we always try to keep it affordable. We keep it affordable, but this price, this slide is kept intentionally here to tell you actual worth of this course outside. Definitely you are going to pay if you join any other place, you will end up paying this much amount. People are also there to make money, right? They know this is your 1 month salary. Once you are in DevOps, you will be earning this much or bigger than this, right? They also want to make money. But we are here to make you learn DevOps, and because you are already cloud trained family, we make this course more affordable for you. Okay, so the price I'm going to reveal here is not available on our website. This is only for you, our cloud train members, and this is just 34,700 rupees plus GST. This course fee for whole curriculum is for our cloud train members, which is, I told you, which is very, very low, very affordable. And also, I told you there is one biggest offer waiting for you on the next slide. So, if and this offer is subject to availability. If you can avail this offer, you can significantly reduce this amount further by 5,000 rupees. So, if you are able to avail early bird discount, the same course you can avail in 29,990 in just close to 30,000 rupees. And if you miss this offer, you will end up paying 34,700. So there's no reason you should miss it, right? Hurry up, because as I said, early bird discount is already almost, we cannot offer more than 2 seats for today. We are already end of starting new batch. All seats are full. So we can only offer you this discount on two seats for this batch. So out of you, 2 people who register for this course right away on first come first serve basis, they will be available to grab this offer. And if you are late, you will have to pay full fees. For all the details and about booking your seats right away, please click on the payment link that is already shared in the chat window. And from here, I will hand over to Lalit. Lalit, over to you. Thank you all for listening to me. Lalit will help you with the other next step. Lalit, maybe you're on mute. We still can't hear you. Hello. Govind, can you please check if
Yes, sir. Now you can speak now.
Thank you, Sunil, for such a wonderful explanation, and thanks a lot. It really benefited people. And like we have shared the link in the chat, people click on that link and message. Click on that link in the chat. We have shared 30. Have you clicked on the link? People, go and click on that link in the chat so that people can also see like how they can register. Click on that link and you can easily get. Hope I am audible. We need action takers here about this program. I'll tell you, there are so many people who have benefited from it. There are a lot of testimonials. We have people from 14 years of background in Java technology. He started giving interviews when he was not able to clear it. Then click on that link. Yes, you have seen when you click on that link in the chat, you will type your name, full name, so that you'll get the same certificate. Same certificate after completion of the program, and you need to enter your current email ID, which will be having the access to the all the contents, because we record each and every class, that live class, because you will have to practice during the weekdays as well. So you will easily get practice material, and you will have lifetime access to those recordings. As Sunil has already mentioned, you need to type your phone number so that you can have all the communication easily available on WhatsApp. Best reachable phone number, you can see like on this payment page there are so many offers on UPI. We have, because we have tie up with Razorpay. In the end, Razorpay has tie up with all the leading banks. So in UPI you can see there are two offers on Google Pay and Phone Pay. Plus, go in. Can you click on cards? On cards, we have all the leading credit cards available for payment. You can see, and we, yes, couple of people are asking about the EMI facility. Yes, we do provide the EMI facility. You have EMI facility starting from 1,000 per month. So that is the kind of trans. I mean, that is the kind of offerings we have in terms of enrolling for the program. And to tell you about net banking also, you can pay through wallet also. So I'll tell you, when Somshekhar, having 14 years of experience in IT industry in Java background, when he start applying for jobs after the program, he was not able to clear it. He failed 3 4 interviews, but when he started clearing those interviews, he was able to secure jobs. And the kind of transformation to his career in 14 years of experience, he easily got 43 lakhs of package, the highest package he got in offerings from different companies. He got 43 lakhs of package. So that is the kind of achievement